come in. We're going to be just waiting for our guests and my beautiful co-host to come through. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
Beautiful. I can hear you.
Hello, everybody. It's been a minute.
I know. It definitely has. So we're just waiting for our guests to come through.
Yes.
Hello,
And what
welcome,
better way
welcome.
to kick off Black Music Month than having a legend like J.Holiday?
Yes.
You know,
super
June is Black
excited.
Music Month.
Yes. Super excited. Hi, guys.
Hello. Hi, Anissa.
So we're just waiting for let me just send a message. Make sure we're on. Yes, we're trying to.
Oh, thanks, girl. You know, drink of water, stay hydrated, put a little chlorophyll in it. You know, chlorophyll gets the skin glowing.
Trying to mind our business. Everything.
Always.
Work out all at the same time.
Girl, who you telling?
Okay.
Our guest is here.
Yes. So super excited. Oh man. So let me. So I believe here we go.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
What it do?
How are you?
See y'all.
Real comfortable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
know,
interview
with your presence.
Oh no. Thank y'all for okay. Well, I don't know who set this up, but thank y'all for having me though.
No problem. So first of all, so for everybody that's coming in, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Indie Talks. I'm your host, Aasha Redway, and of course, you already know my beautiful co-host,
Danielle Meeks.
Yes. So we're here today. We're sitting and I know this conversation is going to be a great vibe with the legendary R&B Grammy nominated,
talented,
absolutely,
okay, J.Holiday. So we want to thank you so much.
As a matter of fact, let me turn my do not disturb on real quick because folks got a habit of calling me when I'm doing this. Hold on, give me one second.
Got you.
Lord.
No, you're good. So first of all, welcome to the show. We are super excited to have this conversation with you. So one thing about it, we love talking to independent artists. We love talking to artists who just kind of shed light on their career, just helping other indie artists who are trying to maneuver through this thing called the music industry.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's get started. Hello, everybody that's coming in. So first of all, I know you probably get this all the time, but you know, for those who may not know, them Gen Zers that may be on here. So first of all, you're originally from Washington, D.C. You started in music.
Sure.
You're originally part of a group. Talk about, you know, starting your walk in the music industry and then, you know, really taking that dynamic of change, you know, going solo.
Okay. I'm trying to make this a short story. I was in a group in DC, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people have heard the story, but I was in a group and, you know, Anthony TAT, he had a relationship with our manager at the time, but Corey Green was like the main one. And, you know, he was, I got this group, you know, I mean, we was the what you call the ish. I mean, in our minds, you know what I'm saying? We was like, we that. But so he came and saw us and he was like, all right, cool. I'm moving on to Atlanta ASAP. So we literally met him on a Saturday. Moved to Atlanta, changed our entire lives the next Saturday. He said, y'all got a week to get y'all affairs in order. So we basically did that. We told our jobs. We ain't had no 2-week notice or nothing. It was just like, I think I went in on Monday and was like, my last day is Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And and so we moved to Atlanta. And of course, as you can see, things didn't really work out. Not because like the group was having beef or nothing like that. It just that just was the journey that we had. It just didn't work out. So, you know, I sat him down and I said, look, we got a couple more meetings. If this meeting don't happen or these couple meetings don't happen, I'm gonna have to step out on my own, because at this point I've given up everything I know. I had a full-time job, part-time job, 2 cars. Like I was okay when it comes to the money situation. You know what I'm saying? So I left all that to do this. Like now I'm just straight broke. My cars is at home. Like we left everything. And so I was like, I'm going on my own. And that's basically what I did. You know, it wasn't easy. You know, people would think that it was easier than it was, but it wasn't easy.
Now, with that, what led you to continue? Like, you know, everybody has like the hard times, but like, what led you to like that prevented you from just going back and saying, you know what, I'm gonna just get my job back and go back.
Oh, going back home?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. So, you know, they always say you should do, like, even if the money's good, you should do what you love. I didn't love it. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice check. And I went from high school. I was accepted to Morehouse and Clark. And I was just like, school wasn't my thing. I was just going to make my mom happy. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, you know, if you don't want, I could tell, you know, she could just see it. Like, she was just like, I could tell you ain't really trying to make that move. So I was like, I mean, it took everything out of me not to tell her, look, I don't want to go. You know what I mean?
Like, but she kind of like understood, like, this is not.
Well, yeah, because like it wasn't like I was going on scholarship or nothing. Like this was about to be financial aid. I ain't had no job. You know what I mean? So
college expensive.
Listen, and it's not for everybody.
Like, instead of wasting your money, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just stay here, pursue my music. And you know, of course, I don't know how you guys' parents was or how long you guys stayed at home, but my mom was like, "Well, look, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta get a job." So 2 months out of high school, I went
do a trade, go to school.
Oh yeah,
have a job.
You're gonna do something.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna be up in the house and not doing anything.
So 2 months out of high school, I'm working full time Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I started at 17 working full time. So imagine, you know, I done moved up in the ranks and all that. Like I said, I was making good money, but I just didn't love it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there was one time I went when I was singing background for Genuine. You know what I'm saying? And I told them, like, y'all, I'm not taking no personal day. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go sing. You know what I mean? And they was like, what? Because I'm about to go get paid to go do this. So y'all don't got to pay me for today. And I just was like, yo, this is what it really is. So when I went back, I was miserable. Like, oh my God, this is not it. And so I took that jump and I took that leap of faith with my group and eventually ended up going solo. And that's where I'm at now.
Yes.
So with your journey, would you say it was really worth it versus now being, you know, we have a lot of talk about independent versus, you know, signing with major labels. Would you say with the journey that you have, it was worth the risk of being able to sign with the major versus now just being as an independent artist?
I mean, majors are good. Like, not to take nothing away from majors, but majors it's a control factor there. You know what I'm saying? They putting up their money, so they feel like they should be able to do whatever they want to do with the product that they're producing. You know what I'm saying? When really they're the bank.
Yeah.
They don't know music. They don't do music. They don't write music. Now some of them do. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like the fact that they put people like Neo in place or like Jay-Z in place who are artists that understands artists. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, for a long time, it wasn't like that. It was just people that were just good at business or numbers or accountants, and you know they didn't understand artists. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, labels are cool, and there's a lot of big artists right now that are still signed to majors, but they have more say so. You know what I'm saying? Either that or they're independent artists that just so happen to be doing deals with major labels. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand how it goes. So it's like with me having Holiday Music Group, I did that just because you got to have a way to get paid. You got to have a way. You got to have an imprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you look at CD, well, maybe not now, but when CDs was popping, you know what I'm saying? You look on the back of the CD and you're like, whose logo is that? Or whose logo is that? That's important. You know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna get that imprint unless you have something to imprint. You know what I mean? So,
I miss
that's.
CD.
I miss CD. I was just going to say right on my mind.
Miss having a CD player, all of that. Like.
But yeah, so it's like, it's cool, but independent, you just got more freedom. You have less headache. The only headache you can have being independent is a headache that you create for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so like kind of like piggyback off of that, because I don't know if you know, recently JoJo, she spoke out about how her label, how the industry pretty much, if you're not taking off on TikTok, that they're not going to release your music. So
absolutely, that's where it is now.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? And like, as far as like the negatives and positive when it comes to TikTok and social media in general and music?
I ain't really big on the streaming thing. I mean, that's where we at with the music now. So, you kind of gotta get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? But like I ain't really. People will see now. I'm not really big on social media, and it's not because I feel like it's not worth it. It's just you gotta be a certain kind of person to really feel that need to get up every morning and record something. And I just,
it takes a lot of work.
It does.
Man,
It takes a lot to be a content creator.
We got over here learn dances and moves.
And the dances nowadays, it's like it's not even like a 1-2 step. It's like a 5, 6, 7, 8.
We got
like,
5.
What are y'all doing? And it don't make sense. Like, what do you do?
So I mean, if you're making money off your content, cool. I would say, you know what I mean, make sure your LLCs is in place, make sure that your business is in place, because even these streaming platforms and the TikToks and the Instagrams and the Facebooks, they will eat off of you, and you'll never know it. You know what I'm saying? So I would think it's a better situation for people that are actually like making monetary value out of their content versus labels blocking people or saying, oh, you gotta have this or you gotta have that. You know what I mean? Everybody's following is different. You know what I mean? Like y'all got y'all followers, other platforms got their followers, and that just is what it is. You know, you have to build either way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You got to build your fans. You got to build your fan base. I mean, it's a catch-22. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what you got in it for, so this is where it's at, and you gonna play or what? What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
But also kind of like takes away from the art of it too. Like, you know,
because I feel
like
a lot of
especially
artists
as
are being
an
missed.
artist,
absolutely.
A lot of artists is being missed. Like good talent is being missed.
Absolutely.
Because of the fact that they might not have the numbers, but they have the talent. They have, where people that will say, you know what, oh my God, this is a true, creative artist. They're vocally, talent, like everything. And it's just like they're missed. They're overlooked.
Right.
Yeah, because everything's about numbers. What's your following? How many people are viewing your stuff? How many likes do you have? It's just like,
and it's sad to say. So like, even with Holiday Music Group, I got a few artists that, you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with. One artist that's a dope artist that he's great at creating content. His name is Tuesday Night Swim. He's dope with it, you know what I'm saying? But he also, as much content as he creates, he still doesn't have the following that he should have. You know what I mean? And that's just something that I tell them, like, y'all got to do content. Like me personally, they like, man, you got to post more. I'm like, I ain't got to post a, try not to cuss on y'all platform, but yeah, but I'm telling him, but see, this is you. Nobody knows who you are, so you kind of have to do this. You know what I mean? Like you might be known in Atlanta, or you might be known just to your fan base, but I was blessed to have created a fan base before all of this started. You know what I mean? So my fan base is still my fan base, so they follow me, they rock with me. So, if they like it, I love it.
Listen, good to see. So with that being said, with all the music, because we're gonna get into your compilation that you created in February, Time, which we were just rocking out to your single. With all the trends in music now, how do you continue to hold yourself and your individuality in regards to all the trends? Because we hear so many different things, especially when it comes to R&B. So how do you, when you create your music, how do you stay true to yourself?
I don't listen to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think recently I've listened to Jasmine, I've listened to, Bruno and, Silk Sonic, You know what I mean?
You listen to Lucky Day?
Actually, Lucky Day is one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people don't know, Lucky Day used to go by a different name.
Yeah.
But he wrote Lights Go Out, and he wrote Make That Sound. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? On my second album. So, yeah. I mean, to answer your question, yes, I do. You know what I mean? And like you said, he's killing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that he finally getting the notoriety that he been should have had. Even when he was writing for I mean, I'm not the only person he wrote for, but even when he was writing for me, you know, he should have been had the notoriety that he's getting now.
Yes. Now, wait, no. Did you answer Aisha's question as far as like how to just?
Oh, trends. Holding your individuality.
Oh yeah, no, I don't listen to anything. Like I said, so I just keep my ears. I guess you say keep your ears clean. You know what I mean? Okay. You can't be affected by what's going on if you're not listening to it. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to get in the studio and write something that you heard, and it might not be what you heard, but it's similar, and you end up being like, "Oh man, I just did it," da 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 da, and I'm like, "Where did that ain't even me. Why am I doing that?" But it's because it's in your brain now. You know what I mean? And all you can try to do is make it better. And you know, you'll hear some of that stuff on the album, but it's really small and it's minute. And if you don't catch it, you just don't catch it. You know what I mean? Okay. But that's how it's just. I grew up listening to a certain kind of passion when it came to music, and a lot of that passion ain't there no more. You know what I mean? Where we had 10, 15 artists to choose from. Now, I just named 3. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to actually.
Well, especially with artists of substance.
Absolutely.
It comes to, like, who's saying something.
Right. Yeah, and it's hard to just, I want to go listen to this to get some inspiration. You know what I mean? It's hard to find those artists now. So I don't listen to nothing. And then people like, you listen to yourself. I'm like, nah, you know what? I be binge watching stuff. Yeah, if I ain't in the studio, I'm binge watching something.
What do you watch to get inspired?
What do I watch to get inspired? Anything, really. You know what I mean? Anything that's of substance. You know what I mean? I ain't watching no foolery. I don't watch reality TV.
I was going to say, no reality TV?
No, man.
Cabaret.
No. You know, just anything that's talking about life and real stories, or I love biopics. Just
I was gonna say documentaries.
Yeah, you know, like those kind of things. I'm always watching those types of shows and movies and stuff.
I kind of want to piggyback on a little bit when we were talking about the trends and the artists that you kind of named. With a lot of the newer artists, are you willing to work with some of those artists or newer artists that's coming up and kind of kicking the door in when it comes to the industry, R&B and all that?
It's a few. I mean, kind of, but not really. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
No, I mean, because I don't ever want to come in feeling like I'm hating or because if it don't, like, this is why you don't see me on a lot of features, because if it don't make sense for me, it don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about dollars. I'm just saying I'm not doing it just because you hot. I don't care that you hot. Right. You know what I mean? If we look goofy together, we look goofy together, and it's just stupid. You know what I mean? I mean, it might be a good record, but
you're like, nah.
You know, if we can't do 10, 12 records together, then I probably shouldn't do one with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to be able to. It has to be like a repeat thing. I don't want to just be out here just featuring because I'm featuring. You know? I mean, and some people like, you stupid. Like, go get the money. Like, that's
not
cool.
It's about the money. It's about the principle.
Like, but that's why you don't see me featured on a lot of stuff, because either I'm gonna outshine the artist, and that's gonna be a problem, or don't laugh. Don't laugh. And people like, he ain't gotta talk like that. But I mean, you know, I know what I bring to the table when it comes to music.
Right. You don't want nobody to dim your light. Like, you know what I'm saying? You already know what you do. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh no, you sung that key a little too much, so you might have to lighten up on that. You know, I understand, definitely.
And it's like, especially if I'm doing a song and most of these songs got like heavy auto tune on it, or enough to where you can hear it. It's not gonna work for me because I don't do that. I'm not putting no auto tune on me, not even for the record. Now, if I do an auto tune record, that's because that's just something I chose to do. versus being like, oh, well, the record got to be like this because this is what this artist is doing, which that's most of everybody right now. So
that.
Now, I have a question. It was not it's similar, but how do you, as a seasoned veteran in this game, in this industry, how do you continue to reinvent yourself when it comes to your different projects that you've been releasing?
I mean, there's songs that I've done on different albums that kind of are reminiscent of each other, you know, which that I think that's more so my sound, you know, people like, oh, that's his sound or whatever. But when you try to come up with like new things or new topics or just not repeating yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to think about it like life. You want to go repeat stuff that you already did?
Hell no.
You know, good or bad, half the time it's about learning and growing. Like if you're not showing growth, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like you gotta show growth, and you have to show maturity, you know. And sometimes people just go to the go-to, and that go-to ain't working for a lot of people now. So it's like, why go to the go-to when you can actually do something that makes you happy, and regardless of who receives it, you're still happy with what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I just keep the ball moving, you know. Oh no, I already did that. Let's scratch that record. Let's start with something else. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna talk about this your latest project, which is Time. So I know Milk and Shiz, they definitely did help do the production. You did a lot of writing on this as well. You know, talk about this project and how this was so meaningful for you, and it's different from your other projects in which you gave to your fans.
One, this album took about 3.5, 4 years to complete. Not because we was just being lazy. It was, we started it, and then you know, there was like some deaths in the family, and then COVID hit, and then it was just a number of things that just kept pushing us back. Like the album was pretty much ready to go before COVID hit, and then it was just kind of like, we're not wasting this. Everybody like, man, do a live show on your Instagram for what? Y'all not paying me? Like, this is a job. You know what I mean? People like, nah, but just do something for the people. The people that didn't buy my tickets when I was in their city, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. Now you want me to give them something for free? Nah, I'm good. So instead of doing that, I just dove into my album, you know, and I did a record that's on the album called Time. Well, I did 25 to Life and Time first. Those are the two songs I did for the album. And the minute I heard Time, I said, this is gonna be the name of the album. And it was just because even with me, people were like, man, you know, time don't wait for nobody. You got to get back out there. You got to do this. And the industry's changed so much in a course of 2.5, 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So time is important. Like, especially, you know, I mean, for me, I'm a little more lax when it comes to like urgency with that stuff, you know, because I just feel like what's for me is for me. My journey is going to be my journey. So I don't look at it like I don't want to be forgotten. You know what I mean? Like I said, my core base is my core base, so I feel comfortable with that. But I think a lot of people don't realize how important time is. Like, I've been lucky enough to not have dealt with any kind of major sickness or deaths because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? But I do know a lot of people that have, you know, and something that I'm trying to get across with this album is everything we do is time-based. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, I'm like, oh, it's 7:02, I'm late. You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to be on at 7. I'm always, you know what I'm saying, trying to be very punctual. But past that, that's the only currency we'll never get back. You can't trade time. You can't ask for somebody to, like, if you waste your time in a relationship, you wasted that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Hourglass is about. Stop bringing that baggage in. And just starting your hourglass back over, because that's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying? She blaming you, I'm blaming her. And really, we just should have just left that baggage at the door where it was. You know what I'm saying? See?
See, a lot of folks didn't catch that. They didn't catch it.
Let's fix the hourglass. Not let's just turn it over, because you still that same hourglass. You ain't do nothing but reset yourself to do the same things that you did in your last relationship.
He preaching?
A little bit.
Well,
but yeah,
Right.
so that's what time is for me. Is and that one record time made me think of there's so many different ways that we can talk about time.
yeah.
Like even feel like it's like we stuck in the house, but I'm with you. You make me feel like I'm on a vacation right now. We good. When I wake up, I see the sun. When I, you know what I mean? Like we dancing to the moon. Like, you know, all of these are time. We're revolving around the sun. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Some people just want to get up, flash their jewelry and their cars and all that. And to them, that's what they spending their time doing. So
That's true.
you gotta let people be who they are.
I love it. You broke it down so nicely. I love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and like quote a couple of things.
Okay.
Now, what is the why? The why reason that you continue doing music? What keeps you going?
I'd be miserable if I wasn't.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The industry makes me want to quit probably every 2 to 3 weeks, but that's
Not every 2
every 2 to 3 weeks.
but like imagine having that full-time job and you just like, man, one day I'm gonna just say bump all y'all and I'm out. And when you get to that point with a full-time job, yeah, when you get to that point, you go.
Right.
I can't do that with music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can leave for a couple weeks or a couple years or whatever, and I'm just like, man, I gotta put something out.
Like,
I gotta do some music. I gotta be creative. I gotta, you know what I mean? So it's just it's in me. You know, some things are just in people, and you just like, you know how many professional like football and basketball players I know, and they just like, man, I do this. I don't even want to do this. I do this because this is what I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even love it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just good at it. I'm good at this and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't see myself doing nothing else, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to tell you, if there's something you can say to the younger J.Holiday from the man you are now and talking to the younger J.Holiday, what would that conversation be like?
And I've been asked this question before, and I've given an answer, which is a legitimate answer. I would just say, when it comes to my career, just learn when to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I had so much information and so much knowledge, and I let these people know, and all they did was figure out a different way to take advantage. When if I would have just sat back, let them talk, let them show their cards. You know what I'm saying? I show my intelligence. So that's been my answer. But to be honest, nothing. Like, life is supposed to be life. You're supposed to mess up. You're supposed to do good. You're supposed to, you know, go through heartbreak and bad relationships, good relationships. And you know what I mean? Like, if you're starting to regret your life, then you got to change your thinking. You know what I mean? So honestly, I don't think I would, you know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I've been through that I'm just like, man, it's almost sent me over the edge, but that was a lesson learned. You know what I mean? So I don't think I would really. I don't think that conversation would be too long. We'll probably just have some drinks and go to the strip club or something. I don't know.
Like, you good? I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We good. We straight. Nice to meet you, bro. I'm telling you, in about 20 years, it's gonna be wild. But enjoy your time now and have your fun. But in a minute, ooh, man, you gonna go through some things. It'll probably be that conversation. You're gonna go through some things. Cause you ever heard, like, you seen the movie Butterfly Effect? You've heard of the Butterfly Effect. You change one thing, you change everything. You know what I'm saying? So nothing. You know, I do that. It might not never be a J.Holiday. So
that's true.
You feel me? So I don't know.
Yeah. Now, if ever given an opportunity to do a versus, is there anybody in particular that you would ever do a versus with?
I want to smoke with everybody. Nah,
Tank,
I don't know.
Right? Everybody.
Tank is probably the one person I wouldn't do a versus with. I already tell Tank every time I see him, I want to chop him in his throat. Yeah, that's a saying dude right there. But
Tank, what up?
Yeah, what up?
What
but
up?
No, but I don't work with Tank. But I don't know. At this point, I'm starting like, okay, the more recent one, like the UGK one and them. Like that was understandable. I understood that one.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm just like,
Yeah. It's like make it make
what
sense.
is this for? I don't like at this point now. I'm not
like what and who is it for?
I'm not really sure what this one is about right here. People don't want to do the
Which one
verse.
did make sense to you, if you don't mind me asking? Which one didn't make sense? Because it might be the one I'm thinking about.
Well, I just feel like I feel like verses is more of a youth thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start getting into these older artists, who's just like, what are we doing? Like y'all looking old up there, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it should
but
be.
the one with Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire, that one, I think that was
but those are professionals. And that was the music. They had fun. You got to realize these people that toured together, they done had fun. They probably like, oh my God, we back at it again.
Yeah.
But then some of them is just like, are y'all really beefing right now? Like, I'm
like
so confused.
Y'all look like y'all about to get ready and pull out guns on stage.
Nah, the one with the 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony. That Bone, yeah, but those
you talking about Busy? Oh yeah, Busy.
That
busy
one was just like, what's going on here?
But I mean, all right, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. But no, I just feel like, okay, we did it. Like, how long are we gonna do this? I think y'all went through the ones that were important.
That makes sense, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that were important. Me personally, you do a versus. No, you do a versus with me. Let's do it live band, one band, both of us. I sing your songs, you sing mine, and then let's let the people judge. They all still our songs. Like,
right.
You know. Now, are you scared to sing my songs? Because I'm not scared to sing yours. But you know what I'm saying? And I'm, like, I don't know. It's to me at this point, it's just kind of like, all right, y'all did it. Let's go to like a different format of it or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got nobody I need to call out. I done done shows with all of them, so they know what's up. That's
and speaking of shows, I know you're getting ready to do one of the upcoming festivals and everything like that. Can you talk about that a little bit? That's going to be with Bobby V and a few other other guys that you've definitely have performed with in the past. Like, kind of talk about that. Something you got upcoming.
Well, first of all, I love seeing my guys on the road. You know what I'm saying? Because we all do our own things. Shouts out to Bobby Lloyd. I've done a few shows with John B. T-Pain, that's my guy. A lot of these are reschedules from before the pandemic happened. Mm-hmm. Like these are festivals that were already kind of like in the making, and a lot of them either got postponed or canceled, or they added new people because of scheduling and stuff like that. But yeah, I actually have to go to Amsterdam before that particular show. So I got one festival in Amsterdam, and then I'm flying over to London to do the festival with them. But yeah, I just love. It's not even about it being a festival. I love traveling overseas, and it's because it's not to get out the country. Like I've been around the world. I hate the flights. That I can do without the flights. I just need one of them. Just let me bewitch myself over there real quick.
Yeah, here, just get there.
But the people are different. You know what I'm saying? Man, American fans are they so hard on us, man. Like,
what's your favorite country to like tour it?
Europe is cool. When I was a smoker, Amsterdam was one of my favorite places. But then, then you got Japan, Australia was cool. Tokyo is my favorite place, but it was Tokyo and Amsterdam, but now that I don't smoke. But yeah, Tokyo, like, one, Japanese people are the greatest. Like, it's just within their culture to just be nice to everybody. Mm-hmm. It's one of the cleanest cities.
Why is America not like that?
Because we don't care. I don't care. Look, as long as I'm getting trouble, I be throwing stuff out my window on the highway all the time.
No, we can't do that.
Oh, man, listen. If it's biodegradable, I can.
Oh my goodness, we have to keep it clean. It starts with us.
Exactly.
I feel so bad. I should not have admitted that on live, but no.
Now
I
everybody will
mean,
come and talking about, oh my gosh.
oh, he just trying to kill the country. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, there's always people be like, ain't no jobs out here. It's it's people out here that's just gonna drop. They're gonna open a candy bar and drop the rap on the ground. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just create. You create money for everything else. Like create money for people to come around and pick up the trash. I mean, somebody gonna do it. Don't laugh. All right. See, I'm telling you, it'll be a government job. I bet you they'd be out there picking up trash
Listen,
for a paycheck.
benefits, they in it. They're like, when do they sign up?
That
You
is
know what I'm saying?
What's the benefits looking like? Do I get a pension?
I'm telling you, clean. But no, I honestly I can't answer that for you. I really don't know how Japan even set that whole thing up. Like, I don't think Americans care. I don't think American government cares. Let's say that. I ain't gonna say the Americans don't care, but yeah, the government they worried about so much other stuff. They ain't worried about the trash. You know what I mean? So I don't know why it's like that.
So we actually have a question from the audience. So it says, what do you think is the state of music right now? What do you think of this? Basically, still the trap era. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I like trap music. You know what I'm saying? I have a few people that I listen to every now and then. Maybe not so much their new stuff, but like I definitely have a few trap artists that I listen to. I don't know, like why you asking me? Like you know what I do. No, I mean I'm not trying to be funny. I mean like we not the people that make the decisions. The fans make the decisions.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like get with you. Y'all should have a weekly debate about it or something and figure out what the problem is. Everybody in party mode, everybody in show off mode. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody on my cars,
Summer, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, popping bottles, and they was doing that in the '90s. But I think now it's just like, oh, you can't afford this bottle. Back then, we was like, what's that? Like we didn't even know what it was because we wasn't privy to it. Now it's just become so normalized and so regular. Like, man, I could get that bottle. Well, I'm gonna get 15 of them in. Then, all right, well, I'm gonna get 50.
Just like everything's a competition.
Back and forth.
So that's why.
Or who can get the biggest truck or show the biggest wad of cash online?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly why. And I'm not. I can't tell you how I feel about it because I just feel I do R&B, so you should know how I feel about it. Nobody cares about relationships and love anymore. Everybody quick to move on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back to the same club I met her in and go listen to this trap and find another one. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we at. Ain't no more slow grinding on the joint. You know what I mean? Like and that's been like that for a while, a really long time. But I think that's what it is. Love and relationships don't matter no more.
They don't want to put in the work.
That is so true. And everything's like, okay, all right, this is not working, move on.
Yeah.
This isn't working, move on. Okay, next person.
Then they rapping how they got a girl this week and next week and the week after.
Oh man. I get it. Everybody got that moment. You should have a song for every situation in life, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody's going through it.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to listen to it. I get that. But then when that becomes the norm, when that thought process becomes the norm, I think that's where the problem starts.
Well, first
everybody can't feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Well, first off, we want to say thank you so much for sitting down, really having this laid back conversation with us. We really, you're so legendary and just providing, legacy music.
Oh, am I?
Still get played. Yes, of course.
Did you see the comments what everybody was saying?
When I bought my first album of yours, like, super excited.
That's what's up.
So, just thank you. We just thank you. We just honor, your legacy and what you're giving to this industry. And that the fact that, now for me to be, grown and with my own family and things like that, and I can still play your music and be like, and jam to this. Like, it's amazing. And teaching my child, what real music or what real substance of R&B is.
That's what's up. That made me feel good. That's all I really care about. You know what I mean? some of this music ain't gonna be around in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be here, and then once it's gone, once this what y'all asked me about, once that's gone, it's out of here. You know what I'm saying? And some people go, man, why are you playing that noise in my ears? Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to Marvin Gaye and cleaning up on Saturday, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Still do.
now y'all cleaning up to bow, bow, bow. Like, what? I wish I would have heard that.
Not in this household. Not in this household. We clean the Alley Brothers in this household. What you talking about?
But see, the younger generation don't even understand what I'm talking about. They don't have no cleanup day.
Yeah, that's true. They don't know about the Saturday mornings.
They don't know about the Saturday morning.
They don't know about washing the walls with the, and everything, listening to the music and wiping to the beat, the rhythm.
Right. I don't even want to do this. But just even that was what kept families talking. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do it, but you knew if you didn't do it, something was going to happen. Something was going to be different this next week coming up if you didn't get up on Saturday and do what you needed to do. Or if your day was Sunday, whatever it was. But yeah, people cleaning their house to the trap now. They in the trap.
He said, bow, bow, bow.
Working while they wiping the table.
That baseball Saturday. I just saw that. Oh, that was hilarious. But that's what I'm saying. Like, them younger kids, they don't understand what that is.
Yeah,
they like cleaning up. Y'all clean up. Y'all had to clean up.
No, well, you know what? They clean up to TikTok. They'll record and like for content. That's what they'll do. Hey,
that
guys,
ain't cleaning up.
My Saturday morning cleaning is like.
That is not.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that Melissa and you're gonna take that.
I'm done with you, Danielle. I'm done.
And as soon as the video over, they done put everything up.
They done put everything.
Literally.
They got clothes probably in the corner and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I can't. Me and my OCD, it won't happen. It won't happen.
But no, I definitely appreciate being recognized for just holding my word to R&B and sticking in there with it, man, because that's just what I love, man. I love it. I love it.
Ooh, I actually have a question.
Go ahead.
What qualifies, in your opinion, what qualifies someone to be the king of R&B?
Oh, there's too many things that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one number one. It's not two number ones. It's not three number ones. It's not even really about number ones. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you can't be considered for a lifetime achievement award right now, how in the world are you a king? You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a few contenders.
Danielle, I want to say a name, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna keep
Don't
quiet.
do it. Don't you do it. We're not doing that.
We're not messy here.
We're not doing that. We're not messy.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Usher can say it. I think Chris has put in enough work to say it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, before R. Kelly, the whole thing happened with him, obviously he could have said it. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, then you got the older era like Bobby Brown and stuff like that. I mean, it's certain things you have to accomplish to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, or to say that, I should say.
Because I went to a concert recently and the person who's performing, he said he's the new Prince of pop. And I was just like, even though Michael Jackson's dead, he's still the king of pop, regardless. Like, what?
Oh yeah, that's a hard one to overcome on that. No, but and it's I mean this is what happened in society. We've been trying to uplift each other. Mm-hmm. That's my king, that's my queen. That's all right, king, all right, queen, which is all fine and dandy. I'm a king in my own right. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But when you start claiming that, like you're not allowed to really claim that about yourself. Your peers have
especially if nobody else is saying it about you.
Yeah, your peers have to name you that. You know what I'm saying? So
a whole category up by yourself.
but I just think that there's a lot of different boxes you have to check off to be able to say
I agree.
that, you know.
I totally
Because
agree.
I'm not even close to talking about that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just J.Holiday.
Oh, stop it.
No, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Stop it.
you know.
Anyway.
You got this, King. You got this, King.
Say hey. That's it. But
I love
nah.
it. I love it. First of
Yeah.
all, so once again, just thank you so much. We're gonna wrap up. So everybody, I didn't see any other questions. Danielle, did you see any other questions? Anything in the comments?
No, but I do have one last question. If anybody ever wanted to, what would it take for you to clear a sample for somebody?
What would it take?
If they wanted to sample one of your songs,
I'll do whatever. Money is money. Right? That's different. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, like, it's how you use it. That's on you. The people gonna say what they need to say. You know, it might do well, it might not. Who am I to say how somebody's inspiration felt? You know what I'm saying? Now, as long as the business is straight, we good. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a that's a business conversation. That's not even a personal artist conversation. Like, business deals are made all the time. Look, my manager told me some holla at me.
And shout out to your manager for definitely working with us. Definitely shout out.
That's my guy. Man, he was actually my A&R on Capitol, my first label, and he done been a part of my career for a long time. So he done seen the ups, downs, and he can definitely attest to a lot of my growth. Because maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, this might have been a different conversation, but you know, you gotta always grow. All
right, guys, y'all heard it right here from no other than the King's mouth. Okay, so
she said it. I didn't say it. She said it.
It is what it is.
Claim your throne. Stop playing.
And don't at me. Okay.
Don't at me.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much. First of all, we just want to thank you once again just for really having this oh my God, this dope conversation with us. Guys,
that's amazing.
It was so amazing. We wanted you to tell you, just keep on going. You always inspired, you know, little ones like me that always dreamed of working in the industry and, you know, wanting to do something to support artists and, you know, being and having these real conversations to help other artists who are trying to pursue their career. So we thank you so much for just everything that you gave to us and that you're going to continue to give.
Thank you so much. I mean, hey, look, my mama raised me right, so it's really all thanks to her, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, now.
Of course. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Of course, you already know it's always real music, real style, of real people. And it don't get no realer than this. All right. So J.Holiday, thank you so much for coming through. We thank your team. We thank everybody that came out on the live. Guys, if you are not following GNS&x, please follow GNS&x. We have
what are you doing?
Follow us. All right, push follow. And listen, if you're not tapped in with J.Holiday, you better make sure you tap in. Okay.
Stream that new album Time.
Yes, not only stream it, please purchase it. Purchase. We want to always support all of our music, all of our independent artists, those who are, it takes a lot to put this music out here and to give it to the fans. So please don't just stream it, purchase it like me, because my husband is looking at my credit card like, what is going on? So purchase it.
Oh man, that's what's up. But no, I appreciate y'all 100%. Oh, my last thing I gotta say is because I've been a little out the way. Shouts out to one of my biggest fans and one of the people that's a part of my. She's like, you know, she run the fan club and all of that stuff. Happy belated birthday, Christy. I'm sorry I missed it, but happy birthday anyway.
Happy belated birthday. All right, happy birthday. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Until next week, listen, you already know what it is. All right. So, J-Holly, you have a great evening. Thank you. See ya.